Get ready with me while I tell you how I started my charcuterie business with minimal funding of my savings and how you can also. Once you've decided you want to start a charcuterie business, the first thing you really need to do is start an LLC. It's only like $100, at least in Oklahoma. And it doesn't even have to be the name of the business you're going to call it. You can just call it like Elise Business LLC, and you can call your business something else. Once you have an LLC, you can also go ahead and get a sales tax ID, which you will need to make a website and have like a payment processing, which I did mine through Square. I tried Shopify and it just didn't work very well for local pickup and delivery. If you're shipping stuff, you could probably get away with Shopify, but as far as local pickup and delivery went, Square was a lot easier to use, so that's just what I went with. Obviously, they do take a small portion of your sales, but it's not that much. So once you have your LLC and your sales tax ID, you can start picking a name. So once you have all that, what I would do next is I would start picking what products you want to make and then start gifting those to people and getting feedback on them. That's how I started, and I also set up a Google business account, like how it shows up on Google Maps if you look for something, and also start getting those people to leave reviews for your business. You're going to get a Google business listing and start getting reviews that your website is somewhat ready to go, even if it's just like a basic page and it says coming soon, call to order. You don't have to have it 100% set up. The next thing that you really are probably going to need, at least in Oklahoma, is a kitchen space, because at least in Oklahoma you'll have to look at your state's laws. If you're using meats and cheeses that need to be refrigerated, you cannot do that out of your house. So you do at some point need to start using a commercial kitchen. Obviously, if you're just making them for friends and family, it's okay. But that was really the first transition step for me, was to get a commercial kitchen, and it did take a couple months. So I would start working on that at the same time that you start getting your LLC. Once you have a website and you have Google, you just need to keep getting more reviews so that people can keep finding you, and then also just start getting your name out into the community. You are going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to promote your product, whether that's giving it away to people or just giving businesses or people cards. I mean, you can email people. Marketing is the hardest thing that I've had to try to figure out, and I'm still not that great at it, but the more people that know about you, the better it will be. Once you have all of your business up and running, a cool thing that you can start doing, which I've also started doing, is finding local companies to work with. For example, I work with a local honey company where they have their farms like less than 20 minutes from my kitchen, I would say. Local partnerships are such a great way to enhance your boards, because people are excited that you're not just going to the grocery store, buying a bunch of stuff, throwing it together, and then upcharging them like a lot of money. So putting intention behind the products that you're using, and then also obviously telling people about that. I would say the marketing side is definitely the hardest for me. I am in a market where there are other charcuterie board companies, so it's not like I'm the only one. If you were the only charcuterie company in your town, you might have more trouble, because people probably aren't used to having a charcuterie board company, and it's not going to be something that they think of first, so you're really going to have to make people aware that you're there. Just having a website and being online doesn't mean that people are going to buy from you, especially if they don't see the value in what you're making. So that being said, your photos, the way you treat your customers, all of that stuff is going to make them realize that you are providing value, and the value you're providing to them is worth whatever you're charging. I hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to message me or comment, and I'll try to answer your questions. Like I said, just start getting an LLC, get a website, start gifting those to people, start getting your name out there, and if you do it right, it should take off. But I can't promise. And if you do it right, you should see growth, and then you can just keep going from there, learning what's working, learning what's not, and then prioritizing what is working.